I'm going to ask the universe for an elevated read, something that would aid people, an elevated read that would aid people. I'm not going to ask for anything specific, just an elevated read that would aid people in their lives now, at this point in time. What can you give us that would elevate people during this time today? Okay, so let's see what we get here. I'm going to pull the cards again, and then we'll look at them together and see what it's going to say. Energy coming in, what's going on today. Challenge. Potential outcome. And we're going to pull one more, just extra information. Extra information. FYI. For your information, underneath of it all, higher dynamics, okay? In this case, this would not be Trumpenstein because we're asking for something elevated. So underneath of it all, the higher things, the higher elements, okay? Which is what's inside the box. So let's see what it's going to tell us. So the reading is about, okay, your life, the grounded things that are happening. Could be financial, but also the things that you hold of wealth, okay, the things that you hold of benefit, the beneficial things you have. And again, what you're holding tightly to, okay, things of benefit you're holding tightly to when it comes to this feeling of difficulty, okay, the things you're struggling with. And man, she is struggling to drag that thing up the stairs, okay? So looking to the things you have in your life that you see are value, that you really want to just hold close, you know, that you want to guard, you want to protect when it comes to, again, the difficulty in life that you're struggling with. So let's see what the energy is coming into it. So this is the higher knowledge about that. It's about figuring out your next action. What am I going to do? My next action that's going to take place in the world. I'm looking at the world situation and what's my next action. It's about what we're working together to build. Little worker bees, making something sweet, okay? Gathering the fruit, gathering something and making it sweet, things that you really want to hold tight to in building. And this is about setting up things for your long term. Look at the long term. You know, you're struggling, but we've got to look at the long term and bring things in that are going to benefit us going forward for the long term. So let's see what's going on today. It's about this maybe feeling of some emotional loss, okay? Maybe, again, just in that feeling of despondency, okay? Rather than looking at what you have of benefit in your world and figuring out your next action. You need to get out of this maelstrom of feeling of loss, because you have behind you that you're not looking to see. You're looking at what you feel you may lose, may have lost, but you have other things here behind you that you're not looking at, okay? And again, it's about this choices being made. Maybe you're coming to a difficult time, but again, information that you're not seeing, you're not taking in, okay? Blindfolded. There is truth. You've got things in your hand, but you're not looking. You're not looking. You're staying more in the dark rather than looking to the light. And it's about a message about what you do have, okay? I like that. He's kind of, the things are kind of maybe up in the air, kind of things up in the air for the long term. But the message about the grounded things that you have, but you're not seeing, you're looking at the loss rather than what you have in hand and the information there. So the challenge is strengthening, okay? The challenge is, going forward. The challenge is moving forward. I love that card. Isn't that a beautiful card? The Chariot. In this case, she's riding the white tiger. You ever seen a white tiger? They're stunning, okay? So, Chariot, moving this forward. The challenge is moving forward. And again, wanting to go rapidly. Wanting to take rapid action when it comes to the dynamic of the family, etc. So wanting to make some changes there, and I want it yesterday, okay? Potential outcome is what is being offered. Now, what is being offered to you, and what are you offering to others? So again, it's about what you have in your life, what you're controlling in your life, what you're surrounding yourself with in your life, figuring out your next move, rather than looking at losses and moving that forward. What is being offered to you, and what are you offering to others? Okay? So it's about the Wheel of Fortune. Things are turning. Okay, what you put out, eventually you're going to get back. Okay, so where is your focus on that? You've got this holding on to things, tightly, trying to build things, and, taking the fruit, the sweetness, but maybe you're not looking at that, you're blocking that, and just wanting things to move forward rapidly. But the wheel is turning. When it comes to the wheel of karma, things come into alignment when they do, okay? Things come into alignment when they do. But you feel like the challenge, the wheel is turning, what's being offered, and you feel like it's a tower moment. Like you're falling, like you are, like things are just overturned. Things are overturned. So it's, again, when it comes to the struggle, you want for the long-term benefit, but the message about these things coming in are kind of in limbo. Looks like they're kind of in limbo when it comes to the family, and so that is causing you to feel like a tower moment, okay? You're losing your perspective of that benefit that I can do this, okay? You're letting it get to you. You're letting it to throw you off balance. But let's look and see the other information. It's about this manifesting, okay? It's about what's being put out there. The smoke and the mirrors of drama sometimes, okay? When it comes to these things. Are you going to manifest, or are you going to see that it's smoke and mirrors, it's drama? It's about what you're birthing, okay? So what are you birthing? Holding tightly, building, maybe not looking at things fully, okay? Wanting it to move forward rapidly, the wheel is turning, but what is coming? What is being birthed? You know, with birth, it takes what? 9 months. You don't get pregnant and the next day you have a child, okay? Things, again, when birthing something, it takes time. It takes time. And you want to nourish it. You want to do the right things, okay, with what are being offered, okay? The things that are being offered to you. So what is being birthed for the universe that is being offered to you? Okay, presents given by the universe. Okay, so there is something there that is coming, given to you by the universe. So rather than feeling this tower moment, look for the gifts that you have that the universe is giving you. Okay, making these massive changes. Now, I can tell you, when I was in the order and I wanted to pray for something, manifest. I can give you a true story of what happened one time. I was going to take my daughter to Disneyland. And I had this old beater car, okay? And we were getting ready to go. And all of a sudden, you know, my car is overheated. And it looks like we're going nowhere. And this guy looks at it and he goes, yeah, no, you need a new radiator. It's not going to hold water. It's just not going to, you know, there's no way you can move. I said, I promised her to take her here. And I got out, laid hands, prayed on it, and it held water until we got to Disneyland. And at that point, I did change a radiator, okay? But these manifestations can happen, okay? They can happen because I've seen it. I've seen it too many times of things just manifesting. When it was needed, it manifested, it came in, okay? Like magic, like it says here, same thing. Magic with what's being birthed and the universe giving those gifts. But you got to have your mindset to allow these gifts to come in rather than feeling of this loss and rapidly feeling like things are tower moments, that you're being overturned. You've got to get yourself out of that destructive mindset of loss and look at things you have, gratitude for what you have. Now, again, the message, these things may be coming in, but they're kind of in low. He doesn't have it actually in hand. It's kind of sitting there waiting. It was waiting for the family, okay? Feeling the tower moment, that fear. Don't get yourself in fear. Don't get yourself in loss, because the extra information is here, because it's looking at the potential is what is being offered when it comes to the wheel, and you're in the negative space. If you're in the negative space, then what you're going to get back is feeling of the tower moment. You get yourself in the positive space, okay, of gratitude. Gratitude is a big thing. I tell people that are in depression, I want you to make a little booklet, and you have to find at least 3 things that you're grateful for in a day. Now, when I was going through real depression and the dark night of the soul, I mean really heavily, I was grateful for a small breeze on a hot day. It's the little things that come in that you have gratitude for, or somebody opens the door for you, or somebody smiles at you. Okay, those little things can mean a lot. If you look at the positives and look for the positives, and again, the things that is being birthed in your life, you can have that magical element of it. And that can take place because I can tell you 100% I have experienced that before, okay? So again, it's about being open to your choices and putting those things into motion from a positive aspect rather than going into fear and lack and if only drama, because that just zaps your energy. And if you've already closed the door to receiving, then you're telling the universe, I don't want it. I don't trust you. I don't want it. I'm going to feel a tower moment. You have every right to go into depression and tower moments if you want to. but my suggestion is go the better route, the higher route, okay? Star power, higher light, okay? Which you can do. And the higher power, the extra information is about manifestation. What is coming? What's being birthed? What are you putting out there to be birthed and to receive? Okay? It's about opening up and allowing that to take place. Now, like I said, I have gone through that stage of manifestation, and I can tell you 100% that it can happen. It does happen, okay? That these things occur. They can occur, but you've got to open yourself up to receiving it and not doubting it, and it can take place, okay? So on that note, I will leave that here. But I want to hear stories about manifestation, how you change your mindset from this feeling of loss and the world's against me and the drama, the soap opera, okay? And let go of that and go into this ability to know that the universe is there to support you and to bring you the things of benefit, okay? To bring you those things of benefit. And it can happen, okay? It can happen. I can tell you 100%, absolutely it can. So on that note, I'm going to leave that here, and thank you to the universe for that message, poignant message, and we'll see you online.